The party launched a signature campaign to support its campaign. Hani, who was also chief staff of Umkhonto we Sizwe, the armed wing ANC, was fatally shot outside his home in Boksburg on April 10, 1993. Convicted of Polish immigrant Janusz Walus was released on 2-year parole in November last year. One of the defendants, Clive Derby Lewis, was also sentenced to life imprisonment. He was later released on medical grounds and in 2016. At Daily Maverick, Chris Hani's Janusz Walus, officially released on parole. Ekurhuleni municipality held a memorial service in Elsburg's Thomas Ntobi Memorial Park on Monday. Speaking at event, Chris Hani's widow, Limfo Hani, said country's leaders had betrayed Hani's legacy and South Africans who relied on them to run country. SACP member and former ANC lawmaker Limfo Hani said she was angered by the reaction of their National Prosecution Agency head Vusi Pikoli when she and SACP leaders demanded that the case be reopened. To say that his response shocked me is an understatement. Hani said that Pikoli's response was an insult to her husband's family, and he had no sympathy at all. She said she found an empty soda can and a cigarette butt in her garden when her husband. He brought this to attention of the police, but they refused to investigate what he thought might be evidence of a second shooter at crime scene. As a result, he said he welcomed Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to South Africa to attend a BRICS summit in August. At the Daily Maverick, Vladimir Putin in South Africa, a diplomatic and legal dilemma for the government. Hani's widow, who read her mostly prepared speech, touched on a number of issues and criticized Chief Justice Raymond Zondo for reversing his decision to refuse Walus's parole and order his release. Tambo returned in his grave the day Zondo released Chris Hani's, he said. The event attracted the attention of a group of ANC leaders. On the 30th anniversary of his death, the ANC remembers Comrade Chris Hani. Pic.Twitter UMWPQ215QR ANC Secretary GNERALCD Mbalula April 10, 2023 Gauteng Prime Minister Panyaza Lesufi said Hani, 3 times, the first that he killed 30 years ago, second, when Memorial Park destroyed, and last year, when he's paroled. Until Janusz Walus visits his own grave, he will not find peace, said Lesufi. I will name names. Limfo Hani said the release of Walus was heartbreaking. This time our hearts were broken because those in power decided that our loss meant little. As a family, they said the heir of our dreams and aspirations had more right than we did. He announced that he had a book in the queue, but that it would only be published after his. Hani also urged his comrades at the ANC to stop making empty promises about delivery. We want surrender, and now we want surrender, the leader said, adding that they should avoid lying to the nation. We voted for you because we want the truth, he said. He said that it is understandable that there are differences of opinion with the tripartite alliance and therefore tolerance is required. Despite all these problems, I still have hope that we can turn the corner. I have hope that one day we will be able to solve and overcome all the problems, he said. Regarding her husband's, she said, I will mourn for the rest of my life until the truth comes out.